Hey guys, I got a new project I'm working on here. This is Neptune's Trident, and this is going to be used for a larger project that I'm working on. First thing I do is I'm cutting out the Trident head with my Axiom Air 8 Pro CNC. This is a 1/4" bit on maple, and here I'm cutting away the tabs. I've got several tabs on this project because of how thin the material was and how skinny those prongs are on the Trident. Next, I take it over to the router table, and I'm doing a cut around with my chamfering bit on both sides, which I'll eventually come in with my rasps and smooth out and create really nice transition points around the head of this Trident. I'll sand it to 220. Now I'm starting the staff portion of the Trident, where I've got a 2x2x36 maple blank here. This is my Carter & Son spindle roughing gouge, bringing it down to round. When I finally get the right dimensions here, I'm going to do a sweeping cut, and I have my hand over the dowel, as you can see there, and that creates a really stable platform for something that's gotten that thin. It gets a lot of vibration in the center if I don't secure it somehow. So once I've got a nice smooth cut there, I'm going to start on the end of the Trident. I'm taking away a lot of the waste here. It's eventually going to be a really sharp point at the end of the Trident here. Once I get that shape and process, I'll do final sanding on the center of the staff. I'm going to cut away the staff portion here, bringing down as much as I can with a 3/8 spindle gouge. After I detach that, I'm going to sand the point by hand here in a modeler's vise. Next, I've got some JB Weld quick wood. Now this stuff is great. This wood epoxy really does a great job filling voids and creating good secure connections. So I've made a mortise in my in the actual staff, and I'm pushing this guy in here, and you'll see some of this wood epoxy kind of pop out of the top. Once I get this kind of in position, I'll start smashing that epoxy back into the hole and creating a stable platform for this to dry. I use a palette knife then to come in and I clean up any excess that's come out. And I'm trying not to disturb the positioning I have already for the head of it, because now it's starting to cure. But this palette knife and then a nice wet rag will really help with the cleanup of this project while it dries. Once it's all cured, it's going to be ready to sand and paint. So this has been a really fun project to work on here. As you can see, it turned out great. Very secure, and I'm moving on to the next stage of this project now. Take care, guys. Thanks for stopping by.